Now on Talking Solutions, Linda Newman, president of the Poppy Foundation. I'm proud to be a board member for Poppy. Welcome back.
Thank you, Terry.
How many times do you get asked by people, what is the Poppy Foundation?
Every time they hear the name.
Yes. People do that to me, too.
Mm-hmm.
The Poppy Foundation is a 501c3 charity, 100% volunteer. We get no funding from any source but the people who are kind and generous to us.
Absolutely.
They help us care for special needs cats.
Mostly abused and chronically ill cats. The cats that nobody else wants to take care of.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why the Poppy Foundation is not a traditional shelter. We are taking care of the animals, the cats, that would not survive elsewhere because other shelters aren't equipped for their special medical needs. They're on medications, they have special diets, and that's what the Poppy Foundation has been formed to do.
Exactly. Other organizations, unfortunately, don't have the space to keep those types of kitties. We do at the moment. We're full, but we do have space for kitties. They're more about getting them adopted out, which is wonderful.
Sure. If we could do that with all of our cats, we'd do the same thing.
Yes.
However, these cats, I would say in most cases, are not adoptable because of the high level of medicine and attention. I mean, we've got cats of all kinds. People who are listening, Linda, are probably wondering what issues do they have? When they're chronically ill, they may have issues with kidney, thyroid. Mm-hmm. I know we have cats who deal with a missing limb, blindness, deafness, paralysis, stuff like that. They wouldn't survive in other places, unfortunately.
Right.
They are in a good place and they're having good lives.
It's their last stop, and we love them dearly.
And they're sweet.
We have the best kitties, yes.
We do. And during normal business hours, people are always invited to come and meet our Poppy cats.
Absolutely. The cats love the attention.
People come in with their kids, with families. Cat lovers in general come to visit. Girl Scout troops.
We love our Girl Scouts.
Yeah. So we get different groups that come over and make the Poppy Foundation one of their projects.
Exactly.
We want to talk about the upcoming events, too. I want to welcome Reed Alewel, the owner of Pinot's Palette. You've actually got two locations here in town. You've got the one at Green Valley Ranch at the district.
That's correct.
But we're doing our big event. You guys have a certain term that you use. It's the...
We call it Project Pet.
Project Pet. Or as I named it, the Poppy Pet Portrait Painting Party at Pinot's Palette, Boca Park.
Well, that just flows nicely.
I made the name up and then started practicing it. No matter what you call it, it sounds like a lot of fun. Now, you've got the two locations. I know we will be at Boca Park for this really unique fundraising event for the Poppy Foundation on Saturday, November 5th in the afternoon from 1 to 4. We'll get into more detail, but I'm curious, Reed, how long have you owned the Pinot's Palette location?
Well, the one at the district in Green Valley Ranch, we opened in August of last year, so we just crossed our 2-year anniversary there. The Boca Park location, we just opened the middle of October, so we are right at our 1-year anniversary. So this is a perfect event to have a nice fundraiser come in and kind of help us celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
That sounds good to us. Did you have any idea what you were getting into when you first opened a Pinot's Palette?
I thought it was just going to be a small, simple, fun little business to run, and I was completely wrong.
But it's fun, right?
It is fun. We have a ball. Owning your own business is a lot of work, but our customers leave so happy. I had no idea how they would leave with a painting in their hand that they think they couldn't create. They leave with a big smile on their face, and it's so refreshing and so exhilarating to say we're actually producing something, putting a product and service out there that people really want and appreciate.
And with Project Pet, the fundraiser that we're doing with the Poppy Foundation, coming up on Saturday, November the 5th, I think it's even to another level because we're starting with people's photos of pets that they love.
It is a different experience, and my wife and I actually shied away from the Project Pet for a while because it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work on our end, and we know how much people love their pets. We wanted to make sure that we could execute it correctly. So being new business owners, my wife and I are not artists. I'm a businessman. My wife's a nurse instructor, but we hired professional artists to do this. We wanted to make sure we could execute well. So we did a lot of background training, a lot of discussions with other franchise owners around the country, and we've put together a Project Pet package now that we've done every month for about 6 months, and we alternate between the Boca Park studio and the district studio. And this Project Pet is special to us because it's the first one we've done outside of being just a normal class that we have once a month. And what I really like about the Project Pets are people come in with their animal. It's what they want to paint, and people love their pets. It is amazing. I've seen grown adult women dance in place because they were so excited, like a little child. And I've seen grown adults break down in tears because they're painting a pet that they've lost. And they're just so happy with it. And it's just quite a moving experience.
I'm so excited. Reed Alewel is with us, the owner of Pinot's Palette locations, 2 of them, one in the district at Green Valley Ranch. We are doing our big fundraiser for the Poppy Foundation. Everybody knows I'm on the board for the Poppy Foundation, which is a wonderful animal charity that cares for cats with chronic medical conditions or who have been abused or abandoned. So we're raising money for Poppy with our event. And I've been thinking a lot about this. I cannot wait. We're bringing in a whole bunch of fun stuff to make it an even bigger afternoon. Our restaurant partners right there in Boca Park, where you've got Pinot's Palette, Husong's Cantina, they're coming in. They're going to do a lunch buffet for us. We also have Luis from Samba Latte coming around with coffees. Our friends from Raising Cane even stepped in, and they are contributing pet items to our goodie bags. Target is involved, offering up gift cards for our raffle baskets. Crazy PETA is involved also with the raffle baskets. Everybody is jumping in to help, but we want to make sure everybody knows about Project Pet because there just are some little, as you said, nuances to it that are different than a normal paint and sip event at Pinot's Palette. You want to find your pet picture. That's really important because those need to be submitted by next Friday, which is October 21st. The reason for that, needing those pictures beforehand, to my understanding, Reed, is because that's when you guys go to work behind the scenes, taking that pet picture and turning it into a black, white, and gray picture directly on the canvas.
That's right. We start with your photograph, and we'll help you get a good photograph. We have a lot of times people stand above their animal and take a picture of them looking up at them, and that's just not a really good picture. Think about the picture you want to hang on the wall. Get down eye level with that animal. Take a picture of them looking right at you. Really get the essence of their face, because the face is the key part of any person or any animal from that perspective. So we get a good picture, then I give it to my professional artists who are also Photoshop wizards, and they carve out the background so that it's just the animal. We then have a special canvas printer located in Mesquite, and he prints that Photoshop picture in black and white grayscale onto a 16-inch by 20-inch canvas. So it is a big canvas. Same canvases that we normally use. It's a very nice, high-quality canvas, but it's in 4 different shades of gray. And that's how you layer in your colors with 4 different shades of your pet. So even people that think their animal's white, it's not really white. Look closely. There are multiple shades of colors in that white fur. And so we help you get those colors mixed just right and lay down those layers of color to give the animal depth.
To give it life.
To give it life. That's right.
Most of my cats are black cats, but like you said, black fur is not just black.
That's right.
There are other colors mixed in, which when you brush your pet, you find out that's the truth. The other thing about Project Pet is we're not on our own. It's not like I'm going to come in and see my name and my pet on that canvas, and then it's just up to me to make it magical. You bring in extra artists to help us with this, right?
That's right. We normally have one professional artist for about 20 guests in a normal paint and sip class because everybody's painting the same thing and it's a much simpler exercise. With this, which is again why my wife and I were a little nervous about this project, we do one artist for every 10 guests. And so she'll walk up and down the aisle of her 10 clients and make sure everybody's happy and knows exactly what they're doing because colors are different, faces are different. We'll give instruction on how to paint a dog's eye, but your dog may not really have an eye like that, and so it's like, well, how do I do this one when it's kind of a blue eye? We'll help you and make sure that you are happy with your painting.
My friend Mad Dog, who does Mornings with Chris on 102.7 The Coyote, he was at your last Project Pet class over in Green Valley Ranch at the district. He was painting his dog who was just coming to the end of his life. So he was very emotional to start with. He told me the next day, he's showing me the pictures on his iPhone, pulling them up and going, look at this. I'm so excited. During the class, the artist said, if you're having trouble, raise your hand. If you're really desperately in need, raise both hands. So he put both hands up. They helped guide him to this amazing tribute to the dog that they just lost.
And I'm guessing Mad Dog doesn't have any great artistic background.
That's why he raised both hands.
And that's what makes it so fun is people think they can't do it. Myself included. I can't do this. But when you get some guidance from a professional artist, you really can. You just need a little help. And I don't consider myself creative, but when you get a brush in your hand, all of a sudden you become creative and you want to be creative. And it's just a great chance to let those energies and emotions flow. And then you don't have to clean up. When you're creative in my studio, we clean up.
Oh, I love that.
Which makes the other benefit.
Even better. I've been thinking about this too. My pet pictures, which I will get in before Friday because I know that's the deadline for our Poppy Foundation fundraising event at Pinot's Palette at Boca Park. More about that in a moment. I'll get my pictures in, but I'm still deciding. I think it's going to be a couple of pets that I no longer have that I miss. But that got me to thinking this would be an incredible personal holiday or birthday gift for maybe my mom for a pet that she loved, or for someone that you would love to buy a special gift for at the holidays. Why don't you make one? You can't compare with that.
Yeah, I think there would be a lot of tears on Christmas when Mom opens up a painting that you created for her long-lost pet. I think that people really love their animals, and to add the personal touch that you created, you didn't pay an artist $300 to create this painting. You did it yourself.
She used to hang stuff on the refrigerator that I did in school. Anyway, this is a lot better than any of that.
That's right.
And you tie in the pet that you loved, and you won't put it on the fridge. You can actually mount it in a frame on the wall if you're proud of it.
Well, let me tell you about that, Terry. Mm-hmm. We sell frames. We sell really nice wooden frames, and we sell a lot of them because people paint their painting and they're very proud of it, and they say, I'm going to finish this with a frame. One of our artists joke, it's like Spanx on a painting because a frame can turn any painting into something that looks a little different and a little better. But what I want to add is our Project Pet Night is our biggest frame night because people are so proud of their paintings and it means something special. I'll admit a lot of our paintings don't find the living room wall, but the Project Pet paintings do.
Because they're special.
That's right.
I've still got in the back of my mind how you seem to understand what women feel about Spanx and how it really, really improves the quality of our lives. It's going to be a great event, and we still have some openings, so think about this. This is going to be so much fun. And I love to also put out there, anytime a business here in town gets involved and gives back and helps with our community and some of the needs that we have, like Pinot's Palette. You guys are donating money to the Poppy Foundation as we all sign up for this, and then other merchants there in Boca Park partnering with us as well to make it a really fun afternoon. Our friends at Husong's Cantina, at Samba Latte, help from Raising Cane's, Target, and Crazy Pita, all of the companies that are helping us. We want to invite everybody to get involved, but time is of the essence. Being that it's Sunday now, we need those pictures to be turned in by this coming Friday, October 21st. Because like you were saying, Reed, there's a lot of setup and photoshopping and putting things onto canvases for each of us. And that special individual kind of attention is what makes it a little more expensive than the average paint and sip event, but it's because there's so much more to it.
And it is so much more rewarding.
I can't wait. If you're a pet lover, and I think most of us are, one guy here at Beasley Media comes around and he's a pet lover too, and he knows about my involvement with pet organizations. And he'll say, Terry, here in Clark County, 74% of people have pets. I didn't know that, but I do know pet people are wonderful. We're all going to get together and have a good time. I don't care what your pet is. Cat, dog, whatever. I would imagine you do more dog pictures than cats.
We do more dogs, but we've actually got some people that have brought in rather unique, exotic. We've done horses, we've done toucans, we've done monkeys. It's a lot of fun.
I have a friend with a bird that he totally loves. I need to make sure I let him know about this before it's too late and see if he would like to get involved. Anybody with a snake or anything weird like that?
No snakes. We've done a ground squirrel. That's one of the strangest, but it doesn't matter. They love their pet. The basic concepts of painting an animal are the same. We focus on the eyes, the nose, and mouth of the animal. And once you get those refined, the fur is the easy part. And at the end of the day, you hang it on the wall and say, I know what that is. I remember that pet, or there's my pet. We also tell couples, if you have the same cat or dog, you can take two different pictures of it.
That's
do
true.
two different paintings. So
we're doing different animals because I've had a few, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. I asked my husband recently, where in the house are you going to dedicate the wall for the pet portraits? And he goes, wall? I said, well, you know, we've had a lot of pets. I figure this is the first in a series as far as our house is concerned. So do I need to talk wing of the house to get everybody in there? But we're going to start with one picture per person. And then when you find out how much fun it is, who knows where you'll go from there.
We do have some guests that come every month, and they bring a different animal.
There's a reason for that.
And they're worried about the two animals saying, hey, how come Fido's on the wall and I'm not?
Yeah, so. Fluffy's your favorite, and I can tell. This is going to be a really fun event.
I can't wait. I think that's going to be a blast to do.
Coming into the holidays, great idea for a very special holiday gift for you to celebrate your animal, whether it's one that you have there every day with you. And this is the only time they're behaving is when they're sitting still in the photo.
That's right.
Or if it's one that you loved and lost. It's Project Pet. We are calling it the Poppy Pet Portrait Painting Party at Pinot's Palette.
Just thought I'd help you there, Tara.
We're going to ask everybody if they want to come in early about 12:30 that day, since our friends there at Boca Park at Husong's Cantina are providing us with Mexican delicacies. And since Luis from Samba Latte is going to do the coffees, we got a lot going on. So we're going to get you in there early if you like, about 12:30. Have a little lunch, get yourself set up, and we will all paint these masterpieces of our pets. I can't wait.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Terry.
It is. Now, what I'm going to do also, on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, I always update what we've got going on the show that week. I'm also going to show you the before and after Project Pet photos from my girlfriend who did Pinot's Palette out in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
She did her cat, and we show the before picture and what it looked like after. And she's got it, as you said, in a frame so she can hang it. It really is a unique experience. I will be there. In fact, I will bring my personal PA system, and I'll have my own microphone, and you'll be trying to sit me down and shut me up. We're going to have a great time that afternoon. You're going to have lots of artists on hand. We're going to have the food and drink. Oh, and I have not even mentioned that Pinot's Palette. This is a 21-plus event because you have a wonderful selection of wines and beers available. Is that right?
That's right. We do. We have 22 different wines and a dozen different beers, plus soda, water, and iced tea. And since this event is at our Boca Park studio, everyone will have to be 21. We don't have those same limitations at our Henderson studio, where the liquor laws are a little different. But in this case, it is a 21 and over event with grown-ups doing fun things.
And we're going to act like kids. This is your chance to still get involved. Project Pet, it's going to be so much fun at Pinot's Palette, Boca Park. Rita Alewel is spending time with us today on Talking Solutions. And Reed and Judy are the owners of both of the Pinot's Palette locations. Are you enjoying a year, 2 years in one case, being an owner of this kind of a business? Is this unlike anything you ever envisioned?
It is, and we're having so much fun doing it. It's really difficult for me to think about going back to the corporate world that I came from and spent my entire life working with big companies. At this point in time, our days are much different than that. They're longer, but they're more fun, and you're working for yourself, and you're working to make people happy, and you see the immediate result at the same time that you're doing your job.
We are going to have so much fun, and we're going to raise money for the charity that is the closest to my heart since I'm on the board. It is the Poppy Foundation, Care for Animals, and we would love for you to get involved. We do these fundraisers, and I said before that I am a proud member of the Poppy board. Love this charity, love the animals. The fact that we're all volunteering our time. All we want to do is raise money to take care of these animals.
That's it.
All the information, links, and everything will be on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. I'm getting the word out, Reed. I want to pack this place and get everybody a great lunch from Husong's Cantina, coffees from Samba Latte, and all the wonderful goodie items from Raising Cane's, Target, and Crazy Pita, and, of course, spending time with you guys at Pinot's Palette, Boca Park. Thank you so much for all the effort, because I know you're working hard to help put this together, and we so appreciate your efforts to help our charity.
Well, we're looking forward to it as well. We like to give back to the community. That's very important to us. The community is how we make our money and how we survive, and so giving it back makes us feel good as well.
You know, other organizations now are going to contact you and go, hey, Reed, I heard that you do this stuff sometimes.
We do. We do fundraisers for anyone that asks, any 501c3, and we also give silent auction donations to any 501c3 that asks. So if you're listening and you've got a silent auction fundraising event, let us know. We'll give away some free classes. We love to participate.
That's why we celebrate and shine a light on businesses like yours. And you're never going to have to go back to the corporate world, because you're going to spend your time running an artistic endeavor. It's going to be great. Reed, thank you so much for joining us today on Talking Solutions. Reminder one more time, the event itself is Saturday, November 5th, but because there's setup and photoshopping and all kinds of wonderful artistic things that need to be done in advance for you and your pet, The deadline for your pet photo to be submitted is this coming Friday, October 21st. Information on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. I can't wait to meet you there.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Talking Solutions.
And thank you for having me.
Linda Newman, president of the Poppy Foundation. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you, Terry.